Alrighty. Okay, I got excited because I saw the the guidance from Source, and then this is such a great reading. Happy New Year! Okay, so we are doing our monthly tarot reading for today. Oh, wait, I forgot to get the crystals. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those. But in the meantime, I'm gonna share, while I'm doing that, I'm gonna share some updates with you guys. So actually I have some crystals back here. So I'm gonna choose them. Oh, I've never done that on camera. So usually I shuffle the deck and then I decide like which crystals go with each of the three piles that I choose. And so I'm just kind of shuffling the deck here and just kind of mixing them up. I don't really like shuffle. Sometimes I do when I need to get a good cleansing of the tarot deck. But today I'm using Chris Ann's Lightseer's tarot deck. So let me see, deck one. Let's see, pile two and pile three. So let's see which crystals. I'm probably gonna drop that. So I've got a few different crystals here. So these are my personal crystals that I keep here at the studio. I used to keep these at home, but these are just crystals that I love to have around. I think I'm gonna go with the Howlite. This is a really great stone for soothing your energy, for calming, for relaxation, but also if you have insomnia, this is a really good stone to use. So this stone is, let me see if I can get the zoom in there. Maybe. So there's that, put two hands up to get that zoom. Oh yeah, nice. Oh, my hands are dirty. That's from the Palo Santo there. So that Howlite stone is really great for the crown chakra, also third eye chakra. And then I'm gonna use the Amazonite crystal. So Amazonite's really good for the heart chakra for our second reading there. So Amazonite's really great for the heart chakra, really good for, when you need to communicate something, because also with the throat chakra, this has got a little bit of a blue in there. And so it's really good to kind of get your emotions out in a healthy way, and in a way that's not like too forceful, I guess. And then for the third, I'm gonna use a red tiger eye. Oh, I love that I put this all in one. This makes things a lot quicker for me. So the red tiger eye, really great for motivation, really great for that sacral chakra, really great for that. Also the root chakra too, because of the red color in it. But this is a really great stone to help with motivation, courage, and also to kind of get you moving and going. Yeah, so those are the three stones that I'm going to use for each of the readings. But updates, okay. I'm all over the place this morning, like I'm different, like I'm just going like for it today. So you have to excuse me. I've been in a really good mood the last few weeks, and just yeah, I did some breath work, and it was really it was a really good breathing session. It really kind of helped me kind of get in touch with my mom again, and really helped me like feel like I had this feeling, like she said, like it's okay, like you can keep, living your life. You can actually live your life. You can get up in the mornings. It's gonna be okay. So anyways, yeah, so I've just been on this really good mood kick over the last few weeks, and the holidays kind of waned a little bit, but the last few weeks have just been really, really productive for me. I've been really feeling like myself again. Yeah, so updates. The first update I'm really excited about. It's really only for people who are here in Houston, and especially in my neighborhood, the East End Second Ward neighborhood. I grew up in this neighborhood. This neighborhood has a lot of history in it. This neighborhood is also being revitalized. There's some revitalization going on in the neighborhood, and I want to be a part of the revitalization that really helps to improve the lives of the people that live in this neighborhood. And I have been wanting to offer free meditations for such a long time. I did this at the East End Community Center, or Eastwood Community Center, which is, there's a park right down the street from my house, or a few blocks away from my house, and they have this little community center. And when I say that I did meditation there, I only offered like 4 classes, and nobody came to any of the classes, and then so I canceled them. But when I got my studio, I'm like, I really want to offer free meditations, and I've just been waiting for the time to be right so that I have enough time to like invest. And I'm like, fuck that shit. If I'm going to offer it, I need to offer it. And so I'm really excited to do that. So every second Saturday of the month at 1 p.m., I have free meditation available here at the studio. So we're doing 1 hour, a 1 hour container for meditation and journaling. So it's 15 minutes of like gentle movements and adjusting to get our bodies right for a 15-minute guided meditation, and then 15 minutes of journaling. And then the last 15 minutes is open for sharing and like, you know, talking about whatever came up throughout the meditation. So I'm really excited about that. So second Saturday of every month, it's already in my scheduling calendar. So you can go in there to Breathe, Connect, Thrive, go into the group sessions. It's the first option that you'll see there. You want to go ahead and be sure to book your session or save your spot, because my studio is small. Like I've told you guys before, the studio is really small. So because it's small, I can only fit like safely 8 people in here, really 9 people plus me. But yeah, so you don't have to bring anything unless you need a special cushion to sit on. You'll have mats. Mats are going to be available. Blankets are going to be available. Bolsters are going to be available for you. All you need to bring is a journal or something to write with or write on. And then, yeah, save your spot. So update number 2, chakra balancing breathwork journey. So I have found that throughout doing chakra workshops, that when you add breath work into the chakra balancing, it really kind of helps to move some energy along. And I really wanted to find a way to create a systematic healing for people who are experiencing chakra imbalances and kind of need to align their chakras. So I thought, what better way to do it than to combine the chakra balancing workshop with breath work. So I have a 9-session journey available. It's called the Chakra Balancing Breathwork Journey. You can do this online, or you can do this in person. This is a journey, so it's a 9-session journey. So you have to purchase the 9 sessions in order for you to take this journey with me. If you are one of my current breathwork clients that see me and are interested in this, talk to me if you've already purchased a breathwork plan, because we can certainly work with that. These are 2-hour sessions. Most of them are 2-hour sessions where we go through and we do some breath work, we do some tarot, we do some essential oils, we do some crystal therapy, but we're really learning about each of the chakras and how they pertain to different areas of your life. And really you're getting a chakra balancing blueprint. And by the end of your chakra balancing breathwork journey, you'll be able to know like what to do and how it feels like when your chakras are out of alignment, which one it is, and how you can get yourself back into an aligned state with your chakras. So I'm really excited about that. Update number 3. I know I said there was only 3 updates, but update number 3 is kind of goes with update number 4. So when I was planning stuff for the year, of course I used my tarot and my oracle, and I got my calendar. And I was so excited when I saw the lunar calendar and how it coincided with some of the stuff that I wanted to offer. So I have been wanting to offer a new moon breathwork practice for quite some time now. And I'm going to be able to do that because the new moon falls mid-month for most of these months in, I think almost every month in 2023. So that gives me an opportunity to offer a new moon breathwork practice in the middle of the month. And I'm going to be sharing that both on YouTube with a shorter version, and the longer version is going to be available on my Teachable School. So if you're part of the Conscious Breath Connection course, or if you've purchased the mini Conscious Breath Connection course, any new moon breathwork practice or any breathwork practice that I share here on YouTube will be available there. It's a longer version, it's a downloadable version. You get the option of with music and without music. So if you haven't invested in the Conscious Breath Connection course, you really should, especially if you want to have breathwork on demand for yourself and get to pick and choose like which type of breathwork practice you want to use in the privacy of your own home, so you don't have to cry in front of strangers here at the studio. But that brings me to update 3A is that there's an in-person version of the new moon breath work, which includes an oracle spread and a sound bath component. So I'm really excited about that. So that will be on or around the new moon each month. And this month it falls on the new moon. So January 21st at 7 p.m. It's a 90-minute journey here at the studio, which brings me to update number 4. So update number 4 is that because the full moon falls on or around the time I'm either recording the monthly tarot readings or releasing the monthly tarot readings, I decided to put a full moon aspects card in the monthly reading, at least until August, I believe is the time that the new moon falls, or the full moon falls around the monthly tarot readings. So this full moon is a full moon in Cancer. It's all about your emotions. It's all about like how you can release emotions that no longer serve you, because full moons are all about releasing energy and closing like a chapter on that energy. So I thought it'd be really great to include one of those cards. So this month I have 5 questions that I asked Spirit for you. The first question is, what is your current energy? The second question is, how can your focus best serve you in January? The third card is our full moon card, which is what self-care practice will help you release emotions that no longer serve you. The fourth card is a card for the year, which is what is your guiding star for 2023? And the fifth card, and the fifth card is what is the guidance from source? So if you've been here a while, you already know that you get to choose which reading you want to listen to, or you can listen to all of them. Timestamps are in the description box below. And so we'll get started with our first reading. Our first reading is for the Howlite. So Howlite is a really beautiful stone, white and gray most typically. And so white Howlite is really great for insomnia, really great for calming emotions. If you have emotions that are kind of difficult to deal with, really great for crown chakra and third eye activation. So we are pulling 5 cards once again. And so let's get into it. What is for the Howlite reading, their current energy? How can their focus best serve them this month? What self-care practice will help them release emotions that no longer serve them? What is their guiding star for 2023? And always, always, always asking for guidance from source. I get excited because I saw the guidance from source right away. Alrighty. Okay, I got excited because I saw the the guidance from source, and then this is such a great reading. Okay, so even though I'm really excited about the guidance from source, I want to start with the self-care practice. It's going to help you release the emotion that no longer serves you. So it does really feel like there's this feeling of being taken advantage of. It also feels like there's this feeling of like people like kind of moving a little bit too fast in your thoughts, maybe even moving a little bit faster than you'd want them to, and maybe that can be like a little bit of anxiety about what people or how people are going to perceive things, or how the work is going to turn out. That also really just popped into my head real quick. Even if you're not anxious about what people think about you, maybe there's an anxiety about how the work will look to other people, or how the work will work out, or how the career stuff is going to work out. But there is this feeling of feeling like at the effect of things, which may be some of your focus for January. But your current energy is really on, like letting those systems and really letting those systems kind of flourish, and really building the systems to help bring you into a more structured place, and really tapping into your inner guru, really tapping back into yourself. And even though the focus may be like feeling at the effect, you're really kind of you know, letting yourself kind of move a little bit further. There may be some restrictions happening with the way that you can do things. So maybe you have a certain plan about how you want things to go, but things are kind of not going that way. And so that may also be the reason that you're feeling at the effect of things. That may be the reason that you may be feeling like a little bit more like doing the overs, like overworking, overeating, overstimulating, overexerting, overnumbing, which can also create those feelings of being taken advantage of. Maybe it feels like you yourself are taking advantage of yourself. But your guiding star for the month or for the year, this is your guiding star for the year. This is a freaking good card to have as a guiding star for the year. Really remember that you are somebody who's independent. Really remember that you are somebody who can make things happen, who can really bring stability and a steadiness to your life, not just to your life, but to somebody else's life too. Really remember that that's who you are. Really remember, especially when you start feeling like at the effect of things, really remember that you have the ability to magnetize these great things to happen in your life, this great stability, this great feeling of groundedness, this great feelings of abundance, these great feelings of independence. You really have the ability to magnetize those things to you. And the guidance from source is to shine bright. Remember who you are. Let your heart be open. I'm really feeling like a heart opener here. And I love the way that this works, because that Howlite is all about like those anxieties and like or helping to calm the anxieties. But I want to ask for a little bit of clarification on your focus. And the question is how can your focus best serve you? And I feel like the answer to that is to not allow yourself feeling at the effect of things, or not allow yourself to overwork or to do those over things. And yeah, Spirit is clarifying that for me right now with this card. And then the other clarifier I want to get is how can your self-care practice, how can you use a self-care practice to help you release those emotions that no longer serve you? Yeah, and so I'm getting good clarification here. And the clarification that I'm getting on your focus card is the Six of Pentacles, which is really all about kind of balancing what you give out, you know, making sure not to exert too much, but also making sure to receive back. And, you know, don't allow, you know, this feeling of having to do all the things, especially we're in January. There may be a lot of things being asked of you. There may be a lot of people asking you to kind of show up in a way that maybe is too much for you. Know that it's okay to show up, but also know that it's okay to kind of draw back and withdraw and give yourself that time. Again, be your own guru, work within the systems instead of letting the systems work you. And then the clarification on using a self-care practice that is going to help you release those emotions. So these are the emotions that you want to release. You want to release the emotions of feeling like you're being taken advantage of, and really allowing yourself to kind of get a new start, especially with groundedness, really allowing yourself to ground. Grounding is a really great practice, and it doesn't have to mean it doesn't have to be very complicated. You can ground by just like sitting and allowing your energy to kind of flow up and then back down, and just kind of like sending any energy that no longer serves you all the way down to the ground, so it could be transmuted, so that it could be of use somewhere else. Sending all that energy, that dark energy that you might feel, down into the ground, and just really taking a deep breath in, and then sending the energy back down, all the way down. And so that can be a simple grounding practice that you can use. But also, if you need a grounding practice, I'll link one in the description box below as well. So that is the reading for the Howlite reading. So now moving on to the Amazonite reading. So Amazonite is a great stone for heart chakra activation. It's really great for the throat chakra as well, but really great to help instill those feelings of love and calm emotions and calm communication, or I guess, yeah, calm communication sounds good. So we are doing 5 cards for this reading. We are asking, what is the current energy for the Amazonite reading? How can their focus best serve them this month? What self-care practice is going to help them release emotions that no longer serve them for our full moon card? What is their guiding star for this month? Or, sorry, what is their guiding star for this year? And what is their guidance for this month? I love this. Okay, so I want to start with the guiding star for the year. Remember that you are not alone. Remember that you have the key to move yourself out of feeling destitute. You have to remember that. You have to really remember that because um, releasing what self-care practice is going to help you release emotions that no longer serve you. You got the 10 of cups there. The self-care practice that's going to help you release those emotions that no longer serve you, and the things that are going to be your guiding star is to remember how loved you are, remember how much love you can give yourself, and remember that things are possible. Remember that happy family feeling, that feeling of being in this happy kind of emotion filled place. And you know, the amazonite really helps us do that, really helps us instill those feelings of love, of self-love, but also love to give to others, because you have plenty of love to give to others. Your current energy is the judgment card, and I really feel like your current energy is to really let yourself free, let yourself off the hook, really let yourself really expand, and really allow yourself to not judge yourself and not judge others, especially when others come at you. This is the focus that I'm getting from you. So your focus, it really feels like there is something that you are wanting to protect, something that you are wanting to kind of stand your ground with, and really allow yourself to stand your ground. The guidance from source is that that happiness that you want is available to you. Again, it is available to you. It may feel like it is not. It may feel, especially at times this year, I feel like there may be some things that happen for you this year that may make you feel down and out, but source is going to come through. You're going to come through at the end of it, a little bit more refined, a little bit more clear on what you want. So those things may happen. And I want to pull clarifier here for both the, yes. Yes. Okay. So I pulled two clarifiers here because I'm being called to that judgment card and your current energy. And your current energy does feel, again, like setting yourself free, but remember to rein yourself in with structure. Remember to rein yourself in with things. Sometimes it feels like you don't want to do certain things. Sometimes it feels like people aren't pulling their weight. Sometimes it feels like you're doing most of the work, but really allow yourself to be set free. And you can set yourself free from the feeling by allowing structure to come into your life, by allowing yourself to be structured, and having some flexibility between that fiery energy and that, oh, I don't feel like doing anything, because I'm really getting this feeling like I don't feel like doing it. As far as the, gosh, I love this. As far as the guiding star, that is clarified by the Lovers. There is this feeling of having to make a choice, and it feels like it may come up sometime throughout this year, maybe a few times throughout this year, where you may feel like you're having to make a choice and maybe having to choose between maybe work and love, or maybe having to choose between the things that you want to do and the things that you don't really want to do, the things that you're responsible for, have a responsibility towards. But really allow yourself to fall into that yin and yang energy, that masculine, feminine energy. Really allow yourself to kind of balance between the doing, again, like this balance, these clarifiers, this balance between the action-oriented self and the receiving self. The balance, really allow yourself to fall in love with the balance in your life. And so that when you are feeling at the effect, know that it's going to come back around. When you are feeling left out in the cold, know that source is going to come back around. Again, that there's this feeling of eternal coming back aroundedness. That is not a word. But what happens when you come back around is you come back to feeling this, amazing feeling, these amazing feelings, like these are the pentacle, these are, you know, the epitome, the strength of the cup energy, the strength of the love, emotional energy, the strength of the groundedness, strength of safety and security and stability. Allow yourself to come back around. So when you start feeling throughout the year, so your guiding star, when you start feeling throughout the year like you've been left out, like there's nobody that can understand you, like your problems are only like your problems are only specific to you. And while your problems are just specific to you, because nobody lives your life, nobody knows what it's like to be you. Nobody knows what it's like to have experienced things that you have experienced. And when you're feeling like your problems and your issues are too much and your dreams are never going to come to fruition, always know that you can make the choice to bring yourself back into balance, to make the choice to pull yourself away from feeling one way or the other, to make the choice to really be the magnet of these things that are going to surprise and delight you. The universe is happy to conspire for us on our behalf, but we also have to be in a place where we can allow the universe to conspire for us on our behalf. And really know that the things you want are going to come to fruition. Really allow those feelings of doubt and lack to kind of take a backseat. If you can affirm lack and doubt, then you can also affirm things are good. Things are always working out for me. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest good. Out of this experience, only good will come. All is well. Everything is working out for me, for my highest good. And out of this experience, only good will come. That is a Louise Hay affirmation. I love using that, especially when I'm worried, especially when you're feeling at the effect, when you're feeling a little destitute, when you're feeling like you don't know where the money is going to come from, or you don't know, what's going to happen, and you're feeling really unstable. Really come back to that feeling and really let those emotions go. Easier said than done. I know, I've been there, but Source really wants you to know that, and really wants you to balance that yin yang energy. Really wants you to really come back to the stable, secure place, the stable, secure foundation that is always, always available for you. So that is the reading for Amazonite. Moving on to our Tiger Eye reading. So Tiger Eye, again, a really great stone for motivation, for the root chakra and the sacral chakra. Really helps to instill feelings of courage and motivation. I think I said motivation a couple of times, but here we have your current energy. How can your focus best serve you this month? What self-care practice will help you release any emotions that no longer serve you for the full moon card? What is your guiding star for the new year? And what is the guidance from Source for this month? So if you watch the second reading, I feel like Source is doubling down on the make a choice thing, because I love this card for the full moon and for this reading, and this year at the beginning of the year, because this is a 7 years. So in numerology, you take the year and you add that all together. So 2 + 2 + 3 = 7. And in tarot, it's the card of the year. So the Chariot is the card for the year. The Chariot's all about making choices to move forward. At least that's the way I see this card. But also like balancing the opposing energies, and using the force of opposing energies to really catapult you and move you forward. You always have a choice. You can stay still. Staying still is a choice. You can move forward, or you can stay stuck in the past. You have so many choices. Those are just 3 choices. You can dip back in between all of those. But this card is the self-care practice that's going to help you navigate this full moon and the rest of this month. And it's really allowing yourself to release those emotions of feeling stuck, release those emotions of feeling like you have to choose, to move yourself in a way that isn't comfortable for you. Really allow yourself to choose to move in a way that is comfortable for you. Let it be your choice. Let your actions be that choice. I'm really feeling like there is a transformation that has happened this last year. You've grown a lot in 2022. There was a big transformation. Your current energy is still on that of transforming. It's still on that of moving forward. It's still on that of rebirthing. It's still on the feeling of just becoming a different version of yourself, becoming no, I don't like to say different version of yourself. I don't want to say that because that feels awful. It feels awful to say because it's like the prior version of you was not good enough, which is bullshit. The prior version of you was just as smart, just as capable as you currently are now. They just had a different perspective. So this version of you has a new perspective. It's taken all of the past experiences and really allowing them to really kind of sit inside of you, really allowing them to be something that helps you kind of transmute and propel you forward. And your focus, how can your focus best serve you? You are planting the seeds, my dear friend. You are planting the seeds, and pretty soon you're going to have the availability to watch those seeds grow. So your focus is after this rebirth, after this transformation is taking place, because it's taking place, it's still like kind of moving some things inside of your life. There's really like this kind of new renewed energy, this renewed energy that allows you to like move steadily, move forward steadily. And I love the progression of this because you move forward steadily and then you have like this fast action. And you're making the choice to, okay, now I've set everything in place. So now it's time for me to really go forward and know that again, there's this overarching theme too of knowing that you're not alone, knowing that spirit has your back, because there are some forces outside of you that are helping you move forward. There's some forces outside of you that are propelling you, that are really like clearing the way. You're moving past these stormy waters. You're moving past these stormy emotions, the stormy feeling of feeling at the effect. Again, the way that this works is so freaking amazing because this is a stone of motivation. This is a stone of courage. This is a stone of moving forward. It takes a lot of guts to take what you have and say, this doesn't work for me anymore. I need to leave it behind, and really be propelled by the universe, really be propelled by source, by God, by spirit, that really helps you kind of move and take those actions and move forward. It really allows you this clarity of thought, this clarity of really cutting through all the bullshit. So your guiding star this year is knowing that you are being propelled forward by a force that is greater than you, by a force that has your best interests at heart. It's like a co-creating between your soul, which is who you are, I believe, and your soul is joining forces with all of your angels, all of your guides, with source itself. And there's this amalgamation of energy that pulls and propels you forward throughout the year. So when you're feeling sometime throughout this year that things aren't going to work out, know that they are. Know that you're moving forward. Know that you've already made that transformation. There's still more transforming happening. Know that you can plant those seeds to help you move forward. And then when the time is right, take that action. Know that you're going to be carried through that, and know that you can lean back on that logic, lean back on that clear thinking mind, lean back on that part of you that is in charge of your emotions, but also in charge of your emotional self. I said emotions and then in charge of your emotional self, probably because that is really important, but also in charge of your thoughts, in charge of the way that you strategize and move things along in your life. And know that you can dip back into that beautiful heart of yours. Know that you can dip back into that thought process and really allow that to kind of propel you forward for the year. And so that is the reading for the tiger eye, the red tiger eye. So those are the readings for the month of January. If you're not on my newsletter, there is a link below to get on my newsletter if you want to know about things that are happening. But I'm also on Instagram and Insight Timer. I keep forgetting to tell you guys that. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm a little bit more active there. At least in the last couple of days, I've been a little bit more active there, sharing some stories and also sharing some stuff on Instagram. But I'm also on Insight Timer. So if you like some of the meditations that I have and you want to listen to them commercial free and you have an Insight Timer membership, you can listen to any meditations or breathwork practices that I have released on Insight Timer. As always, please keep in mind that these are general readings. So if there is something that resonated in your heart and soul, please be sure to take that and leave the rest behind. And if something did resonate, be sure to leave me a comment and let me know. I always love hearing from you. That's it for now. I'll see you next time. Bye.